Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Friday. Hashtag Black Friday. Hashtag Fun Friday, sorta. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: the things worth waking up for. I was up at 4 a.m. twice this week. And getting up that early, I kind of hear Howard Wolowitz's mother in the back of my head saying, "What are you doing up at this ungodly hour?" One of the times was for work, and once this morning was to stand in line at Lowe's for their Black Friday promotion. Now, both mornings were early, both were very dark, very cold, and both came way too early for somebody who is not a morning person regularly. They didn't feel the same, though. The work morning was just part of regular rhythm of life, something we do because the mission matters and the people counting on us are important. But Lowe's this morning, that one had a little extra special sauce to it. Why? Well, it wasn't because of the Lowe's contest. No, this Lowe's contest was cool. The first 50 people in line got a bucket full of at least $100 worth of free stuff, and I'll show you that in a minute, and a chance to win a $1,000 gift card to be used toward the purchase of a new appliance. Well, I hate our refrigerator with the fire of 1,000 suns and have for a long time. So that was what I was going to do. I was going to say, all right, let's go find a new fridge. But I did not get the $2,000 gift card, but it was still worth it. Got up at 4. We were out the door by 4:30. I was in line by about 5 till 5. I was number 6 in line. So it felt different, not because of the contest, not because I was chasing that big prize, but because my wife was with me. She didn't stand in the cold with me. She stayed in the pickup. She made the smarter decision, stayed warm in the truck, but she was there, and that made the whole thing better, made it a little bit lighter, a little bit more fun. And all of this reminds me that support doesn't always look like it's standing right next to you. Sometimes it's just showing up. Sometimes it's being 10, 20 feet away in the heated cab of a pickup. I did not win and walk away empty-handed. Like I said, I got some stuff. In fact, got this blue bucket of stuff. If you've been to Lowe's, you've seen these buckets before, right? Well, this bucket was wrapped in Lowe's version of crime scene tape. So there's that. And there was a Lowe's coffee mug. Yeah, that's swag. It's a giveaway. Who cares? The Arctic tumbler here, 20-ounce tumbler. So got that. And of course, it's in Lowe's blue. Got some of this Great Stuff crack and gap sealer. No drip tip. Yeah. The problem is not that the tip drips. The problem is this fills up. If you've ever used this stuff, it's great stuff, but you better use most of the can when you've got it, because there's a good chance you're not going to be able to use this thing later, or at least not the handy dandy tip here with the trigger on it, because this stuff expands and it's sticky as everything. Let's see, we got a magic eraser. We got a Valspar wall and trim. It's got a cut edge on it so you can do those borders. That's my wife's thing, because let's be honest, I cannot paint well. I mean, I can do the big parts of the walls, but anything fine, detailed work, you don't want me to do that. A WD Precision pen. I've never used one of these. I'm looking forward to figuring out what I've got that's squeaking that shouldn't. That's the thing. WD-40 is great for. If it's not moving and it's supposed to, use it. And then last but not least, got this Cobalt 106-piece, basically drill and drive set. I can put this to use. So all in, about $100 worth of stuff, plus 2 coupons for 20% off on purchases. I don't know if there's a dollar amount on that. So if there is, hey, maybe I'll go look at one of those $2,000 refrigerators and say, hey, I got a coupon here. We'll see. But back to the Red Mic message. What I learned from these 2 mornings: you don't have to love the hour in order to love the moment. You don't have to win the prize to walk away with an interesting or fun memory. And you don't have to stand in the cold together to be in it together. Support comes in different shapes. Sometimes you're going to be shoulder to shoulder, sometimes from the seat of a warm truck at 5 a.m. Either way, it matters. So make room for those small adventures. They're the ones that are going to stay with you and make room for the right person to be sitting next to you. That's today's Red Mike message. I'll see you again Monday. I love you guys. Don't forget, as always, life is short. Drink the bourbon. I'll see you Monday. You know what? I forgot to say happy birthday to Mike Bezeresh. Happy birthday. I'm not going to share Mike's nickname because it is not PG. Anyway, I love you guys. Again, see you Monday. Bye.